to our top story right now. We start with those new developments in the Mason Sisk murder trial. His attorneys are asking for a mistrial. WAAY 31's Matt Croshow joins us live now after being in the courtroom for us. Matt, what's the latest?
Well, definitely a bombshell here this morning before the jury even was in the room, and that is when the prosecutors here in this case informed the judge and the defense team that at 8 o'clock last night they received information from the FBI that the FBI agents had been able to unlock victim Mary Sisk's cell phone. They have been trying, according to prosecutors, for 3 years to unlock that cell phone, and just so happens they were able to do it as this trial is already well underway. So the FBI is still working to unlock the other victim here, the other adult victim, John Sisk's cell phone, and they have not been able to use their code-breaking software to unlock that phone yet. So what does all this mean? Well, it means there's a lot of information that the FBI has downloaded off of that cell phone of Mary Sisk, but they're not sure exactly what's on that phone yet. And of course, the defense isn't able to know what's on that phone yet. And they are arguing that there should be a mistrial here because they say they weren't even aware of the chain of custody for that cell phone and that this process was underway at the FBI. They didn't even know what was going on until prosecutors alerted them to this information within the last 24 hours. The FBI has that downloaded data right now. They have not been able to generate a report to tell us what's on that phone. So the judge saying he is going to consider the motion for a mistrial, but he won't rule on it just yet. He is going to allow testimony to continue. And that's what's been happening since this morning. They brought the jury in. We heard from now 2 Limestone Sheriff's deputies, one an investigator. We watched both of their body cam videos, and currently up in the courtroom, we are going through dozens of crime scene photos that those deputies took inside the house back in 2019. A lot happening here in this courtroom, and still a lot of questions about what all this new evidence on the cell phone might mean for this case and the potential for a mistrial. Here we are on day 4. We'll have much more on what's happening in the courtroom and analysis about what all of this means, a little bit of a backstory onto the last 3 years with this cell phone in particular, coming up tonight at 4 o'clock. For now, live in Athens, Matt Croshow, WAAY 31. I'll send it back to you, Megan.
All right, Matt, I do have a quick question. So from your understanding, this trial is still continuing despite this call for a mistrial.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what the judge said. He's like, I'm going to take this under advisement. Of course, prosecutors objected to the motion for this mistrial. But the judge says, look, I'm going to allow the testimony to continue. And that's the important part here. We're still unclear when we could have a decision from the judge. It might come down to that report that the FBI is trying to generate. And Megan, that report, of course, is going to be very important because the defense is saying, hey, there might be exculpatory evidence that could help prove that the defendant wasn't the shooter in this case. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Matt. Of course, a lot to unfold right there. Stay with WAAY 31 all day. You can download our news app, go to our website, waaytv.com. Matt will be in the courtroom all day. Follow him on social media for the very latest.